In this moment of stillness, where the world seems to be at rest for once, I'd like to invite you to think after music for a change. As always, feel free to support the channel by subscribing, sharing the videos, leaving a comment, and by supporting us on Patreon. The link will be down there below. I shall once more think after music, for she has become a stranger to us. She has stolen herself away. She has slipped through our hands. For we no longer are ones who hear, who truly hearken to what is. And the ear is no longer kept in its inner swaying, so that it would be able to press through into the world. Ontic substrate hearers, that's what they have become, our ears. Without music, life would be a mistake. Ohne Musik wäre das Leben ein Irrtum, Nietzsche once said. This mistake, this erring, this errancy is our existence in the abeyance of what has come to be called the end of history. If music should be born for us once more, die holde Kunst, this graceful art, what, however, would it look like? What would it be? Perhaps that which in ordinary terms has been referred to as the end of history is in fact the demise of the sound and the poetry of the world, which we no longer hearken to. For long since, there is no longer the glow of thought, of spirit. Die Geistesfunken sprühen nicht mehr. For stillness no longer seems to gift us with the breath we need to in-breathe existence and poetry. Our language is becoming cliched. We use it as we use a toolkit. But how is it that music and language arise from stillness, silence? Why would that be the appropriate question? How is one to think after music? Thinking itself has its melody, which comes from out of the furrowed, contorted trajectories of language, arising and singing from those. This singing, to hearken this singing again, out of itself purely. To become mindful again of this stillness, the tiding, the ebbing away, which is dwelling for us, so that a new balance can be found, which has its resting place in the ear. The disappearance of music and the noises of the madness of the technical world, this sad, poignant crying, which perhaps is nothing but the echo itself of the emptiness of the void, which stillness means to the subject, which the subject doesn't want to hear, cannot hear, because for the subject stillness only sounds like the shrillest scream. The thundering and the mad noises and sounds of planetary machinery, never still-standing Stahlgewitter of the war peace that we live in. Promise no harmony, promise no unison, promise no concordance. They numb the loss of the cosmos. But music is that sound, that tone that arises, that gives and gifts itself when that which bursts apart in the world comes together purely and finds a center for itself in the true blink of an eye. Music is the tone of thinking, for it is in the trust of the human being against the violence of history that music arises. This sound invites the human being to remember who he has always been. Without praise for Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory, the mother of the muses, there can be no music. There can be no true tone. Erring, then, well, this mistake that Nietzsche speaks of, that's life, our life. For without music, there is no memory. And there is only an obeying erring, which has occurred to us as the end of history. And without memory, without anamnesis, without the soul coming back into her own, without music, there can be no meaning from that which has come to us, which is where meaning always arises. The human being today walks and stands in errancy without the harmony of the world, divided from the poem of the world. Perhaps this stillness invites us to regain a sense of this stillness, to let music ring and echo again. Thank you very much.